cracking, everybody? Buenos dias, saludos. So I was requested to do this video regarding someone that doesn't know that much about politics. It's not like I'm no expert, but I know a little bit. That's something. You know what I mean? So I'll explain to you why I vote the way I vote, and maybe you can relate to it. Maybe you can't. I don't know. So the first thing we got to understand is what a Republican is and what a Democrat is. A Republican believes in what they call a trickle-down effect. That means they give the tax breaks and all the tax cuts to the rich people, in hopes that the rich people, since they're saving money and they're making money, they'll expand their businesses and give people more jobs and more job security. But just because they get that tax break doesn't mean that they're obligated to do that either. So a Democrat taxes the rich, and he gives the tax breaks towards the middle class, the lower middle class, and the lower class. Now, there's an example, Amazon, a big company. When Obama was in office, he was charging them 18%. That was his taxes for the Amazon company, which comes in the billions. 18%. As soon as Trump got in office, he charged 1%. So he gave Amazon a huge tax break. Now, this is what's been going on, right? This is part of what the Democrats believe and what the Republicans believe, right? So now, you have to understand that all recessions have been under Republicans. Because what happens when you're used to getting a certain amount of money, like Obama was getting that 18%, which is billions, among other companies, then all of a sudden the government ain't getting that money because the new president comes in the term like a Republican and he does a trickle-down effect. So doesn't have that money coming in, but he still has to pay his bills, right? He still has to pay all the bills. So what I'm happening is the United States will start making money, and the deficit gets bigger. And excuse me, you know where I'm at? I think I'm at heavy meds right now. So the deficit gets bigger. So the deficit always gets bigger under a Republican. Now, if you don't know what a deficit is when you owe money to the bank. It's when you are negative in your bank account. Okay. A surplus is when you are positive in your bank account. I'm trying to make this as easy as possible. Under Clinton, we were on a surplus. First time in 60 years. And it's always under a Democrat that we do this because it never seems to work, that trickle-down effect. It's like they know it doesn't work, but they continue to try to do it. So, but Trump's over there telling everybody that he had the best economy in the history of the United States, which is a bold-faced lie. That goes to Clinton and Reagan. I'm not even sure about Reagan so much, but I know it was under Clinton. So when you vote for what's best for you, what's best for your family. Now, if you really believe on a trickle-down effect, look back into history and see when the United States was most prosperous, under a Democrat or a Republican. You have to look at yourself and say, hey, am I lower class? Am I middle class? Am I low class? Maybe you're no class. Anyways, these are things you have to look at. don't just take somebody. I keep telling you guys, fact check things. Don't just continue to take somebody's word for it. I hear it all the time. Oh well, yeah, Trump's gonna do this. Trump's gonna do that. Now let me ask you something. In all honesty, and this is through common sense. If Trump was that good of a president, then why do he only have one term? If Trump was that good of a president, why do you have to continue a life on? Why can't he just go on the merits of being a good, successful president like he says? But it's always going to be a lie. So you have to ask yourself that. And if you're pushing people to vote Republican because you want to give yourself a tax break, you're in the wrong, man. Even now, if you really believe he's better for the president, for the United States, that's fine. But we all know you got money. People like us don't have money, man. We expect an income tax check at the end of the year. That's our savings. A lot of people depend on that shit, not to pay out more money. So like I said, fact check. You'll see for what it is. Like I said, if Trump was that good of a president, why do he only have one term? 2? If he's that good of a person and a president, why does everything got to be a lie? Have a blessed one, you guys.